LeBron to the 76ers. Breaking news from Shams Charania himself. LeBron heading to the 76ers for only $8 million for a 2-year deal. But this is insane. LeBron going to the 76ers. Feeling he was going to go to 76ers only because it made sense, the most sense out of everyone. The Warriors, they're terrible. The Cavs, he wouldn't be able to. That fit is terrible with him, Mobley, and Jared Allen down there in the paint. 76ers, their starting five is disgusting. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. And the thing says NBA Finals inbound. I wholeheartedly agree. If they don't make the finals, this will be one of LeBron's biggest blunders of his career. And yes, I'm going to hold LeBron up to this because it's his decision, as well as he is still a very elite player. This is ridiculous. Now, I don't expect Embiid to be there in the finals because, he always gets hurt. But this is crazy. Jaylen Brown coming off of an MVP season last year. Tyrese Maxey, who averaged damn near 30 points last year. VJ Esco, one of the highest ceilings of any of our rookies so far, or I guess sophomores so far. And then you just have Embiid. If he's there, he's a guaranteed 30 ball. This team is ridiculous. Because with LeBron, he can just facilitate. The fit is really, really good. Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe at some points can shoot threes. They can space the floor as excellently, especially with Embiid there. Jaylen Brown doesn't have a bad injury history. Tyrese isn't that bad of injury history. VJ's young. Only Embiid is to worry about. LeBron is old, so he may be having to worry about that. But other than that, this is a perfect fit for them, in my opinion. This is the best team he could have went to, and it was the team I was hoping he was going to. Because LeBron did sign 2 years, but I don't think he's going to return to Philly, especially if they lose. If they lose, I think he's going to get out of there and retire in like the Cleveland or something. This is probably LeBron's best starting lineup, name-wise. Obviously, we don't know how they're going to play out. But also, like VJ Edgecombe, Tyrese Maxey, Jaylen Brown, LeBron, Joel Embiid. Name value-wise, this has to be his best roster that he's played with. Obviously, we don't know how they're going to play on the court. He just signed them 5 minutes ago. But that team looks insane. Like, all this to beat the Knicks, by the way. All this to just beat Jalen Brunson and them. And if this team is as good as they look, I think they sweep the Knicks, honestly. But then again, you can't jump ahead. You never know what happens. You never know what. If someone gets injured, then it's over. Or the team doesn't mesh, it doesn't work. But a report from Shams just came out. He just said LeBron chose the 76ers over the Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers because he believes that the 76ers are a championship contender over those other two options, which I agree with. We don't talk about it now, but LeBron trying to score while Bam and Giannis are in the paint, that seems like impossible. Plus, they have no three-point shooting, really. Over at the Heat, the Cavaliers, same exact thing. Jared Allen and Evan Mobley in the paint. Not a good thing for a slasher like LeBron. But here, Embiid is a phenomenal floor spacer. Jaylen Brown is a phenomenal floor spacer. VJ is getting to there. He loves to slash too, but he also is getting better shooting threes in the playoffs. He was shooting really well from three. And we all know about Tyrese Maxey being a phenomenal player. This team has everything. Starting lineup, elite defenders, and VJ, Jaylen Brown, and Embiid. Embiid may not be there healthy-wise, but LeBron can slack off most times because Embiid's back there, or Jaylen Brown's helping, or VJ's there. They have a new facilitator to help get the weight off of Tyrese Maxey's shoulders. As we know, that's what he had to do last season. And he's not that good of a playmaker. He can pass the ball, but anybody can pass the ball to someone who's open. LeBron being there just takes so much weight off of Tyrese Maxey's shoulders. This is great for VJ Edgecombe's development as well, being able to play next to LeBron James. As VJ's a rookie, he'll be able to learn a lot from LeBron. Also, this is such a great move from the 76ers to already get Jaylen Brown for nothing, to then in the same offseason pull off a LeBron sign. This is one of the greatest off seasons of all time, by the way, from the 76ers. I feel like it's fair to say that if the 76ers don't make it to the finals, this is one of the biggest what possibly could happen for them not to make the finals. I can't see a team in the East beating them straight up, even if they're healthy. Even if Embiid isn't there, I don't see how a team is beating those four players in Maxey, Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown, and LeBron, because those four are usually always healthy. Maxey had his moments, but other than that, I don't think that. And LeBron's old, so you never know. But those four alone should be able to beat the entire East. And if Embiid is back in the finals, The Spurs are really, really good, especially Wemby coming off of losing in the finals. He'll be ready, more equipped. But anything that isn't a finals appearance is going to be embarrassing for everybody involved. This team is too good. This team looks like one of the best teams that LeBron has ever played on, ever, name value wise. Obviously, we don't know how they're going to play. But also, it just on paper fits so well. LeBron being their facilitator to help out Maxi's development, also as a passer, playmaker. He can also score the ball. He's a good enough three-point shooter. He's an elite slasher. But everybody else on that starting lineup can shoot threes. They can all basically slash. This is like a perfect fit for LeBron. I said this, other than the Spurs, he should go to the 76ers just based off their talent and who is around him at the time. This is the best possible outcome for a LeBron fan who is hoping that he can get his 5th ring. And this is the best outcome for the 76ers. Right now, they are apparently climbing to be the favorites. Bro, check out what Tyrese Maxey just posted. That's hilarious. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to wrap this video up right here. Still at a loss for words. But final thoughts, if the 76ers don't make the finals, this will be the biggest sell job of all time by any athletes. And you can't put all on LeBron. But if they don't make the finals convincingly also, they ain't got to win the finals because are they better than the Spurs or the Thunder? We'll have to see. But as of right now, they need to be in the finals. And if they aren't, there will be some major conversations, primarily on the 76ers more than LeBron. But that being saying that they can't pull off a finals run with this team. Anyway, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a blessed day. With all that being said, it's been Dr. Natrell. Peace.